In this video, we're going to be looking at two amazing tools, vocal tools, and how they can be used together. They are by Dreamtonics. The first one is Synthesizer V Studio 2 Pro, and the next is VocoFlex. Hey everyone, this is Barry from Music Tech Info. I hope you are doing well. Now, this is a sponsored video, just to give you a heads up. However, I am blown away by what these two tools can do. They integrate AI. They're amazing music tools. It allows you to import MIDI. You could record your own vocals and you can change the words, you can change the lyrics, you can change the effects. You can completely morph the vocal into something else if you want to. For example, male to female, or you could the possibilities are endless. So in this video, that's what we'll be checking out. Now, starting off, you can go to Dreamtonics, link in the description, by the way, and this that we're looking at here is a Synthesizer V Studio, okay, first of all. So it's the industry standard song and vocal production software where it allows you to enter notes and lyrics, select a particular voice. You can purchase new ones from the store as well. You can customize how it expresses itself and create vocals exactly the way that you want, which is really good. So you can see down here, you've got different ideas. So for example, from a demo and music producing point of view, you can write new vocal and song ideas by easily inputting your own lyrics and melodies into the product. You can vocalize your demos by choosing and purchasing from a wide variety of professional voices and then send to singers to learn, perform, or record them. You can even convert your own vocal or vocal samples into MIDI, then customize and render with new voices. Or you can write vocal melody ideas on a MIDI keyboard and record them in, or import MIDI files, which I'll be showing you in this video, add lyrics and turn them into vocal parts as well. And then as well as that, you also have the other tool, which is VocoFlex. Now, if I load up the VocoFlex page, this one is about having a visual representation of the vocal on the screen to have real-time voice creation and transformation, which you're able to change. So what this does, this allows for so much more possibilities because you've now got a graphical representation and you're able to tweak and morph it however you wish. So again, you can import voice samples or generate a new voice if you want to do that, or record your own voice. You can then start transforming it by moving the light cursor to create exotic vocal effects in real time, and voices under the light will be added together and voices in the shadow will be subtracted from the rest. So you've got that control that's really unique with VocoFlex. So again, using the two together gives you the best of both worlds, and that's what we will be covering in this video. So let's get started. So what I've just done is on my Mac, I've just installed Synthesizer V Studio 2 Pro. Now, it was a really easy installation from their website. It's on my Mac, but it is also available on Windows as well. Now, literally, as you can see, you've got unnamed track here. So we're going to add in a voice, and I'm going to choose Liam. There are other voices available, and you've got a Manage Voices section where you can check out the others as well. So what you've got on here is like the MIDI keyboard that most music producers will be used to. Now, if I literally go to the draw mode and do on C one long note like this and another up here, you can see we've got la, la, we've got the vocal sample that it's just produced down the bottom for Liam, and also you've got kind of expression here, which you're able to change at the bottom here with the draw here as well. So let's have a listen to how that sounds, shall we? La, la. What did you think about that? That has blown me away because that sounds as though you've just got a professional singer in the studio. You've spent a fortune, and you know he's charged by the hour or by the lyric, perhaps. That's really impressive. You're able to change it. You're able to shorten it. You can delete it. You can do what you like with it, and it'll just automatically adjust as you want to. Now, you can see it, every note that you put into it just says la la. So what you do then, you can change it just by overwriting it. So I'm going to say hello you and check that one out. Hello you. And what it says, you can put in the plus symbol as well if you want to, which is different effects and things. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shorten that a bit and bring this one in. You've also got a metronome if you want to make sure that it's to the beat, which is really cool. Hello
you.
See, that's brilliant. The vibrato on here was really good. And what you're able to do at the bottom, you're able to change it from, say, pitch deviation to tone shift to gender, breathlessness, loudness, rounded, soft, hoarse, heavy, bright. There's so many parameters on this tool that you can actually use to build what you want to. Now, I've got an example of Liam previously, so I'm just going to go to Open Recent, and I'm going to click on number 1. I'm just going to discard that. Here's Liam again of another example that I did earlier, so let's just check that one out.
Here we are with you.
See, that isn't that brilliant? It's just so realistic, and you've got full control over this voice, which, as a producer like myself, that's pretty amazing that you can do that, you know? So let's have another listen.
Here we are with you.
Oh, yeah, it's much better than what I could do. So now what we're going to listen to is we're going to listen to me on my iPad, because I do music on my iPad. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you an example of just a simple melody. I'm going to export it to MIDI, and then I'm going to import that MIDI onto here and then add the voice and then the lyrics, and then see how that sounds. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to export one of my MIDI vocal tracks. So this is a project that I've been working on in Cubasis, and literally I'm using FME Piano, and there's a chorus bit that I really want to use to demonstrate this software. So if I just expand it and just play it, you'll hear what I mean. Mix down, create mix down, change it to MIDI, to vocal test. Okay, so start mix down, that's now done. I then find that synth to vocal test, and then I can share that back to my MacBook, which I'm going to do now. And I'll meet you back there when it's done. Great, so that's now done from the iPad. So what I can do now, I've airdropped the files. So I can go to File, Import, and then I can go to Downloads, and here is the synth to vocal test.mid. Now I'm going to choose track 2 because I can tell all of the data is actually on that one. And I'm going to ask it to clean it up automatically, or you could choose to say I'll process it manually. So now what it's done, it's imported that MIDI file, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually find out exactly where the chorus started. That I put in as an example, that's from 31. So what it's done is it's put in the La's, the notes for me down the bottom. So what we can do now is we can click on play to hear how it sounds. Great, now that sounds really good. So that's really cool. So that is the note, okay? Those are the notes imported. All I need to do is change that to a voice. I'm going to choose Liam again, and we're going to have another listen. Now let's have a listen.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La.
See how much better that is. And then what you need to do, you just need to write over the words and put in your own words. Like this.
See me, for I want to know you now, love.
See, it's just blown me away how good that actually is, and the quality is incredible. If I want to change the voice, I can simply do that. Hayden 2, we're going to check out now. So let's have a listen to Hayden, shall we?
See me, for I want to know you now, love.
Oh, that's really good. And let's have a listen to Natalie.
See me, for I want to know you now, love.
Wow, that's brilliant. Just to have those options in just a click is just incredible. It really is. Now, if you're thinking that's going to take me ages to actually double click on every single word at a time and rewrite it, however, it's a lot easier because you can actually use the tab symbol to take yourself to the next word, which is really useful. You can also put in a plus if you want to split it. So there's a couple of tips that you can choose, and there's a lot more on the website in terms of how to do that. Another example of what you can do if you want a little breath, if I go to the draw note and I draw that, and I go to that and I put in BR, extend it out a little bit. BR stands for breath. Now let's have a listen here.
For I want to.
You might have just heard it. If I put it a bit closer, let's have a listen.
For I want.
Yeah, that's brilliant. So good. Okay, so what I've now just done is I've done the second part of the melody. Don't forget about these parameters. So I can literally make it a bit louder if I want to, a bit more tension, breathiness, tone shift. There's so much you can do with this. Let's have a listen to the second part of the melody now.
To know you now, love.
The second part coming now.
For what I want with you is to love you.
There you go. So what you then do is you carry on with all of the verses, make sure that any tweaks that you want are done, and it's so easy to do via this tool. Okay, so what I've just done is I've launched FL Studio on my MacBook, and I've installed the plugin onto it so that I can actually play it back with the Voco Flex effect over the top of it. So this is the Synthesizer V Studio 2 plugin here, and you can see we've got the actual same user interface as before.
See me for I want.
Good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag over Voco Flex as an effect over the top, okay? So let's do that. That now opens up Voco Flex. It says real time on it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some styles. So you can import a voice from an audio file if you want to, or you can actually generate a new voice from scratch if that's what you prefer to do. Or what you can do is you can go to voices via my preset at the top, and you can choose a couple to have a listen to. So I want to go bright male J-pop, and I'm going to put that. Yep, that's fine. And then I'm going to add another one, maybe a chill male rapper. And then finally a gentle anime female. Okay, so now what we can do is we should be able to switch all the way through. So if I play this now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this in the background, and I'm going to change where the cursor actually is so that you can hear the difference. So let's go.
See me for I want to know you now, love. For what
I want
with you is to love you. La, la, la.
How amazing was that? That's so cool. So that is a really good way of how you can create your vocals in Synthesizer V Studio 2 plugin, and then you can use Voco Flex to actually manipulate that vocal itself. And it's just the possibilities are endless with this. We weren't in this position not so long ago. The fact that you can change words so easily on the vocal, you can import MIDI, you can record your own voice and then manipulate it in Voco Flex. The possibilities are endless. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're interested in more software such as this. Link in the description, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye.